This is the Swindon Advertiser, rolling off the presses today. The journalists write their stories straight onto templated pages, which are then digitally accessed by the production staff in Oxford, where the press is based. It is then plated up and ready for the press. Adver reporter Rhys Chaplin meets a group of former production staff from the Swindon Advertiser who give him an insight into how the paper used to be put to bed.
I mean, the journalists did their stories, and they came into the composing room, linotype set the stories, and then they put them random, put the headlines on them, and then you start to make the pages up from the stone. And the operators did all the type work, and the composers did the make-up on the stone, made the pages up, and that's how then they went to print from there.
And say when you make the pages up, when you used to make them up, you used to have to do it upside down.
Oh, every time, left to right.
Mirror vision. Amazing.
Left to right.
Well, we can all read upside down now.
The other side.
Yeah. When I started on what was TTS, which was Teddy Typeset. There was about 8 of us, and we set a tape, and then they run the tape. You put it through a processor, and then they run the tape onto a linotype, which was manually operated pretty much, but it used to run itself then.
There was 2 machines, linotype machines, which to explain what a linotype machine is, it's a keyboard and a big, clattering, noisy machine that set slugs. We used to call them slugs, and that's what the type was on. These 2 guys, it was 6 point, which is a tiny little print, and I could read that quick and bang it all out, and it was just frantic, but it was great.
I always had a lines operator because they only got burns on this hand.
What about it all when it came to 1980, when it went from print, hot metal, to the cut and paste, and that obviously is a page I brought with the paste up. So that was
So all the comps had to retrain from hot metal to paste.
I was the last editor of the Football Pink. From 73 to 1990. So it was certainly a heck of an operation, and we had the results coming in off the wire and the latest reports from the various playing fields around Swindon. A team making up the league tables, and then somebody would quickly add it up and put the new one in, and then that would go down in the wire. Paul here was sticking them down the wire as fast as he could, probably off stone just after 5 o'clock. Really,
it was a real fun.
So, long hours, hard graft, a sense of pride in the advert, and a healthy dose of fun.
I mean, this place was called the Rising Sun, wasn't it? It's only because of the roaring because of the noise at the press bench.
The early press, not the one we bought from the Germans in '54, but the one before
Keep it.
Was a nodding donkey.
You would put one sheet in at a time, and this thing would feed one sheet at a time, and it would start very slowly, and then go and of course the guys would open the window and they'd check the donkeys rolling.
Meeting the printers was an amazing experience. It's weird, it's because you see the history of almost the transaction going from the past to the present. Like every floor in the old Adver building was lively and lived in, and probably people's second homes in the town.
So what would the guys make of the robots, helping to produce the Swindon Advertiser of the 21st century? Jerry Seger, the print manager at NewsQuest Oxford, tells us about the press and how he and his staunch team keep her running at optimum speed both day and night.
There's a man rolling printing press here which comprises of 6 printing towers. We can print up to 192 pages in full colour in one go of the press. We currently go through around about 250 tonnes of newsprint a week. We print over 100 jobs, comprising of 1.5 million copies. The press runs at 70,000 copies an hour. So we print for about 80 hours a week. We work 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. So It tends to be the majority of the work is done at nights because for the daily titles like the Swindon Advertiser, it's printed overnight in the early hours of the morning, ready to be distributed the next day. Being newspapers, you can't go out for a daily paper like the Swindon. I mean, we can't print this 3 days late. It's got to be done on time. And the thing with newspapers, there's always something different that crops up. It's always something new. There's always problems on the press.
As another print run comes to an end, and the advert is stacked, packed and loaded onto the vans ready for delivery, the press roars into life again, ready for the next edition.